If you clicked on this video, you are here because you want to know how to save for a car. Obviously, that's the main purpose. That's the title. The title is how to save for a car. Hey, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Keila B. For the ones who do not know me, if this is your first time seeing my face, before we begin this video, hit that subscribe button and notification button so you can get notified when I do make a post. Because what you're doing if you don't. I'm just gonna jump into the steps. The first step is to know if you want a cash card or if you want I call it a noti card. So my friends who had already had cars, they paid off their cars, and I was like, well, I'm gonna save for a car and pay off some of my student loans. So that's what I did. I would put up money and I would save money and pay off my debt and all that. When the quarantine was over and I started back working, I had like $2,500 in my bank account by saving. And I started working in August. So I started working in August and I was still saving all the way into November because I wanted to have money when I paid out whatever. If I bought a car with a note, or if I just bought a cash car, I still wanted to have a comma in my bank account. I knew I was gonna have to settle if I got a cash car, and I didn't really want to, and I didn't want a car that had over 100,000 miles and everything that was more. They didn't have 100,000. They were too much for my price range just to throw down on. So I was like, I'm just gonna get a note, and I ended up putting $2,500 down on this car. This car came with only 70,000 miles on it. One owner before me. No risks, blah 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 blah. I had money left over to pay notes as well and not be back at square one just working to pay bills. So the first step you need to know is the first step you need to decide is if you want a cash card and if you want a note, and start saving accordingly. Okay, if this is your first car, I wouldn't recommend spending nothing about $5,000 on a cash card. That car gonna stay. I'm gonna say it's gonna stay up, but if you pay $5,000 on a cash card, it's probably it's a good first car. One thing I'll say, if you're paying for a note, make sure you go to the right car lot. Make sure people you talk to are genuine and just don't want your money, okay? Because that's how you can lose your money fast. And we don't want that. We want to keep our car, and we want to be able to pay for our car monthly, pay off our car in a timely manner. That's the goal, okay? So let's just hop back into it. Make a savings account. I recommend, that's what I did. I made a separate savings account. I found it harder for me to take out money and say I'm gonna save it. Then it was harder to do that. So I just made a separate, savings account. Put your savings on auto mode. So again, back to the other tip I said, that it was hard for me to take out money and put it up and say I'm gonna save it and not touch it. When I got paid, I just made it to where I got a percentage taken out and put it into my savings account. Do the 50-30-20 method. Now, this is how you budget. This is how I budgeted living on college campus. 50% of your paycheck, or God, that there was a motherfucker. We don't do bees. Wall spoon do none of that. I'm doing a review on this Hurricane soon. So I say 50% goes to like bills and what you need, not just strictly bills. Bills and what you need. Bills and like toiletries, food, like that. And then 30% will go to saving, and then 20%, okay, this paycheck, I'm taking 20% and I'm just gonna buy what I want. If it's clothes, if it's shoes, or however much, that's how you do it. But you do it according to your life. So some people probably can spend 50% on what they want and then save 20%, and then the other 30 can go to their bills. Or they probably got 20% going to bills, 30% going to spending, 50% going to saving. It depends. You do it according to your life. But this video is how to save for a car. So we're going to say 30% is your savings. You need to save your money. Okay, save your money. Do not spend on unnecessary stuff. Don't spend your money on if you know you don't need it, don't spend it. If you know you got money, if you got food at home, Why are you going out to eat 5 days out of the week? You know how much money you can save if you just ate in the house? You know how much you lose, how much weight you lose. If you don't, you know you got 20 pairs of sneakers. If 20 pairs of sneakers in your closet, why are you going to buy the newest J's just because they come out? Just because it's the hype? They the same shit with just different color schemes. I never understood that. If you know you got a good phone that work, why are you trying to buy another phone? Like, please make it make sense. You don't have to spend your money on unnecessary items, because that money you can be saving. Okay, don't get discouraged because it takes a long time, unless you just like lucky and blessed enough to have it to where you can like retain a lot of money in a short period of time. That's amazing. But if you don't get discouraged, because honestly I felt like it was gonna take me forever. Like, I started saving for a car in March of 2020 and I didn't get it until November of 2020. So it took me 8 months to save and get this car. It's okay to miss out on the fun. Like, if it's gonna cost you money, if you know you have to spend money, like, it's okay to miss that, because you have to get your shit together. For me, I didn't have to go through that phase of like just like keeping my composure and staying humble and staying patient, because we was going through like the heat of the pandemic. Like, we was going through the first and second wave, and y'all know that shit was horrible. So we was in the house. I was in the house from March to about July. I was in the house, well, I'm lying a little bit, but I wasn't going everywhere. And when I did go somewhere, nothing was open in order for us to go and spend money. So if I was going somewhere, I was with friends and we were just hanging out. But yeah, everything's opening up. You know, 2021, they saying summer 2021 is gonna be a different type of summer. But stay down, stay humble. Sometimes you have to. I seen this post and it resonated with me still to this day. It says sometimes you have to miss the fun to gain your funds, and that's freaking true. Because usually if you grown and you trying to have a good time, you're gonna spend some money, and you're gonna spend quite a bit of it. And I really just want y'all to be successful in this saving process, because this stuff is not easy, especially when you're getting it out the mud, when you got to get it out the mud. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this was informational. It had enough information for y'all to take some tips that y'all could take and apply it to y'all life to get the stuff that you want. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and I love y'all.